skeleton. And he gives you the dimensions there. It was 11.5 inches tall, the mouth was 8 inches wide, the circumference was 28 inches. It's a pretty good sized pie. Now this is the piece that some of you that sat here earlier saw Don and I discussing. Because as I was trying to tell Don, I've seen this picture many, many times. Because it's always that trade button that sticks out. You know, there's always this argument. You know, were they here when the Europeans were here, or were they here before the Europeans were here? And this obviously says this guy was here when the Europeans were here. But I never noticed that piece of metal there. And so the piece of metal that I'm talking about is right here. You see it? It's got 2 bars. You see it? 1, 2, and it looks square, doesn't it? It's got a square edge on it. And then it's got some sort of round joint, maybe. And then this is another angle at it. And so you can see this one side here turned to dust. And then we're going to pick that up. You see? See it right here?
Would that be above the size of a bullet mold or something?
Ben! That's a very good point. It's about the same length as this, and Don told me that this is about 6 inches long. So it's about 6 inches long. It's just good enough to set in your hand, right? So any other guesses? I think that's a good one, a bullet mold.
Anybody know if this is a European or an Indian?
Well, it has to be European because probably the Indians probably didn't make anything at this point. This is like early. But if it is 1700s, possibly could have
I
been.
mean, skeleton.
Right. That is an Indian. Yeah. And I'll show you what he said about that. Okay.
But a nutcracker.
That's my guess. I thought about that too. It looks like a nutcracker, doesn't it? Put it right in your hand right now.
An Indian would love to have that tool if he didn't have it.
Yeah, really.
Make it to his grave.
How about a protractor? Could be. You know, I think that bullet thing's not far off too. That's pretty good right there. You know, they make those little round.
Mini balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially.
So that's just very interesting. And I sent this off to Marshall Becker. I sent it off to a couple other anthropologists that are well known and have seen a lot of burials around Pennsylvania. And he said he has never seen anything like it.
Neither Griffin or Howell had anything to say about the metal in the South and what they thought.
All he said was it was an unidentified piece of iron. And he talks about it twice and he calls it the same thing both times. And you know, the funny thing is he sent pottery off to Michigan to be studied. He sent stuff off to Chicago to be studied, and that doesn't look like anything was ever done with it. And I don't know if it just because it was turning to dust there in front of him or what. But, and a thin piece of metal, to me, that's not even identifying that right. You know, that's more than a thin piece of metal. It's a nutcracker.
Well, at that time, any contact or to contact anything to be significant that was traded or given to the instrument from any man. And remember, we had other graves, like the one at Queen Esther's, that had the large bar.
Yeah.
That was probably a foot long, right across from the shoulder under the neck.
Well, you know, if this was what John brought up, that's definitely going to push this way out to the time period Don was just talking about for that pipe. And you're going to see where there was an argument going on about how to date this. So let me go on a little bit further.
This would be something important too, pretty much to them, because they bury important things with them. So it hadn't been something that we must have used quite a bit, or it was really kind of a habit,
Right.
you know.
Yep.
Yep, we had an earlier discussion about could it be a pair of scissors, a pair of shears, straight razor, and I took a look at it recently when I was down with the museum.
Yeah, but I'm not sure what you saw is that.
Well, I'll take back what I previously told you. I'm convinced that it is that pair of shears, but I'm no longer convinced. There is a pair of shears in the museum, badly rusted. You can make out that it needed what it wants to pair in it. The shears were made with two circles, with shears like all shears are, or at least many shears are, and that circle is clearly, one of the circles that survived the rust. The second circle is
I don't think that's this though.
so I don't think that is what's down there. Even though I told you earlier that I thought it was.
Of course, a lot of the early scissors didn't have holes for your fingers. They were just one piece bent around, and you just grab the blade with your hand.
Yeah, unfortunately, because we don't have any better description from the people that were actually there, all we have is those images to try to make any sense of. So, you know, it's one of those things that, you know, sadly, that's all we've got. Pretty interesting.
Is that undisturbed, the metal undisturbed from the site, from where you see it?
Well, obviously, they had to get the dirt out of it.
Yeah, but I mean, the metal hasn't been moved,
Right.
and the pipe looks like it was just laid there.
Right.
So that-
Yeah, it looks to me like if they tried to move that, it'd be gone.
Is there
That's
any-
probably
is
why
there
there's
any
not blood.
possibility that some sort of weapon that was actually inside the body, possibly causing blood?
Well, there's the arm. So this part would have been sticking out when it looks up if that's the case. I mean, your guess is as good as mine.
Only you smoked that pipe after that.
They had cannon shot that was hinged, pieces of metal that maybe shot by a cannon. So
It almost looks like the lower projection there with their broken ribs.
Yeah. But he says that it is metal. So. Oh, you're saying it here.
No, on the upper one, right there.
Here.
Yeah.
Could be.
What might indicate that it was actually penetrated by.
Could be. But it still could have been a nutcracker.
Yeah, it's thrown right now.
We better keep moving, trust me. All right, burial number 2, like I